Hi, so we are going to be talking about my ex guy best friends. So there's four of them. I made up names for them, by the way, so of like what they remind me of. So all of these are what like they remind me of. Fred. Fred is just like a joke me and him had. So me and Fred were best friends since kindergarten. He's a family friend. He knows my whole entire family. Um, and we stopped being friends because me and these two girls were arguing. After I saved her from dying, she stopped being my friend after that, just because I saved her. And then another girl stopped being my friend because I was Chinese. So, yeah. And so I stopped being they stopped being my friend, and Fred took their side after he met them 3 months. 3 months ago. And then decided that even though me and him have been through so much, have done so much, and all that, he decided to go with them. So that's how that works. And then Zest, because it was zesty. This is a different guy now. Okay, so it's not really like my fault or his. We just like argued, and now he hates me because he snitched on me for something, and you know who you are. And then I got upset with him and said, "Bro, why did you snitch on me?" And then he got mad, said he's not my friend anymore. And yeah, except I only put him on the list because I really do miss being his best friend. And he was my everything. But yeah, it was kind of stupid for why we fought, except he snitched on me for something personal that I trusted him with my whole heart with. The next one, Twink. Different person. He was a twink. By the way, the two guys were gay, but they hate each other and they want to fight each other, but I'm not friends with them now. So, Twink. Me and Twink stopped being friends 2 times. Then we became friends. So first, the reason why we stopped being friends is because he was being stupid, doing stupid stuff, and then he said, "Let's go do this, something that you could die for." And I said, "I'm not dying for you, and I don't care if you die, because I told you." No, not like I don't care if you die, but like I I did say it that way, but he knew I didn't mean it. He knew I meant, since I already told him, I don't care if you go do that at this point, so just do it. Because I was getting fed up with him. He used to pretend that he was possessed to make me cry and be scared. He used to pretend like he passed out. He used to threaten to himself. And he told my friend to go on the train tracks. I had to save her. And he also made a 7-year-old want to herself because of what he said. And that was the first time me and him stopped being friends. We became friends again, but after the train tracks, it was too much. And we became friends again. And the train tracks happened the second time I was his friend, not the first time. I would not be his friend again. But so he told my friend to do that, and he made a 7-year-old try to do that too. My other best friend. She's my whole heart. And oh yeah, Zest is actually my best friend. The two people who Twink told to go to the train tracks and made them, but they didn't. I had to save them. They almost did. I had to pull them off, and then I had to pull Twink off because he was trying to do it too. He just wanted attention. And the second time that me and him stopped being friends was this random time that me and the 7-year-old were hanging out, and he was there, and our other friend was there, and he was making the 7-year-old cry, and at that point I was fed up, so I didn't really want to argue with him because the whole school believes all of his rumors. He started more rumors about me at school, but so I didn't want to start stuff so he would hate me and then tell everybody lies. So I just told the 7-year-old it's okay. Yeah, because I didn't want her to go through that, and yeah. So I brung her aside and told her just don't listen to what he says. Then he we all came back. I offered him a snack. It was I think it was the peeler's banana one. And then he ran away and told us he was gonna, and we all started running after him because the train was coming in 5 minutes. I looked it up before we started running. Cause I was saying it's probably not gonna come, and then he just started running, made the 7-year-old cry again, saying that she should be there and he doesn't deserve that because that's the stuff that he put in her brain, that it's all her fault when it really wasn't. And so he just started running, pretending like he was possessed. He was yelling, he was saying la 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 la. He does that a lot, and he says his character's Timothy, and there's also Lily whenever he gets possessed. It's weird. Except this one time, there was a big bite right here, and it started bleeding down everywhere. And it was on me, and it came out of nowhere, and then the second we took a picture of it, it went away. So he could be not actually, yeah, he's lying about being possessed. That's just probably some coincidence. And also another time he told me that there was going to be a dead deer in the tunnel. While we were over there, I looked all around. I looked in the same spot that a dead deer came the day after, because I didn't know it was going to happen, so I just checked everywhere, and I checked that same spot, no dead deer, and then there was a dead deer the next day. So, I think he's just insane, but no one believes me at my school, and everyone thinks he's such a good kid, and they've made rumors about me. So now, a lot of people in my grade hate me. People in other grades, they actually are my friends. So, other person, Mike. This is after your this is after your brother, and you know who you are. So, this dude he was like my son, right? So I would call him my son. He was kind of freaky though. When I took a sip of my drink, he asked for some, so I wiped it off, and then he said never mind, and he kind of wanted to taste my spit. Yeah. And one time when we were in Walmart, he called me mommy in a freaky way. And he would always want hugs and like try to get me to hold him. I don't know, bro. Kids are different. He's in the grade below me. But so that happened, but he was my best friend for like a year at that point. Also, he was my everything at that point. And then one day, his friends came up to me and said that Mike doesn't want to be your friend anymore. This isn't his brother. I'm not friends with. Well, his name's not Mike. It's a different. His brother has like sort of the same name like that. But this wouldn't be a nickname for his name. So don't ask, bro. Just go along. And he said Mike doesn't want to be your friend anymore. Well, his actual name, not the name that I just gave him. And I said, why? And he said, he hates you. And then at that point, I was already crying because another thing happened. And so I was low-key kind of crying more. And he never gave me a reason. Anytime that I asked him, he would say, no reason. Why are you looking me up and down? And why are you saying no reason? So that's the 4 people. There are more of like my ex-best friends, except these are the ones who like hurt me more. So Fred, Zest, Twink, and Mike.